India's aviation market is becoming an unstoppable force, shaking the foundations of Boeing's long-held dominance and sending the American giant into a state of panic. For decades, India was considered a key stronghold for Boeing, a market where the company enjoyed significant success. But now, that's changing, and the winds are shifting in Airbus's favor. The scene is dramatic that Boeing, once the undisputed leader in India's skies, is now scrambling to maintain its grip in a market that's slipping further away. You can take AirIndia, for example, a name long associated with Boeing. When the airline placed its historic fleet renewal order, Boeing expected a large portion of the deal. But the reality was much less favorable. Air India's total order for 130 aircraft included just 20 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners with only 10 Boeing 777X wide-body jets, and 100 narrow-body 737 MAX aircraft. In contrast, Airbus swooped in and secured an astonishing 470 orders. These include two 50 A320neo family jets and 40 A350 wide-body planes in February 2023, followed by another 200 A320 family aircraft and 10 more A350s in December 2024. In total, Airbus has secured 450 aircraft from Air India, more than 3 times what Boeing received. And it doesn't stop with Air India. Indigo, India's largest airline and the world's biggest customer for the Airbus A320neo, also turned away from Boeing when it came to wide-body aircraft. Indigo placed an order for 30 Airbus A350s, and reports suggest that they're planning to increase this order by another 100. Boeing's grip on India's aviation market is loosening, and Airbus is capitalizing on this shift with immense success. But there's more to the story than just big orders. India's RTA, Regional Transport Aircraft Program, which is being spearheaded by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, and National Aerospace Laboratories, is another crucial development that Boeing should be worried about. The RTA program is India's first major step toward reducing its dependency on foreign aircraft. This homegrown project, aimed at creating a 90-seat turboprop aircraft, could potentially rival Boeing's 737 and even smaller Embraer jets on regional and domestic routes. However, India faces a challenge in engine development, which has delayed other critical programs, such as the AMCA fighter jet and the Tejas Mk2. The Kaveri engine, developed in India, is currently undergoing tests in Russia, but engine production remains a key hurdle that India needs to overcome. While the RTA program is still in its early stages, it represents a significant step in India's goal of self-reliance in aviation. If successful, the RTA could eventually replace Boeing aircraft on regional routes in India, providing a homegrown alternative to foreign-made planes. The progress of the RTA program and other projects like the Tejas fighter jet highlights India's ambitions in aviation and its drive to build its own aerospace industry. In the midst of all this, Airbus is deepening its footprint in India. Not only is the company producing 25 to 30% of components for the A320neo, A350, and A330neo programs in India, but it's also manufacturing the C-295 military transport aircraft in Vadodara, Hyderabad, and Bangalore. The C-295 program is a testament to Airbus's commitment to the Make in India initiative, as it brings advanced military aircraft production to Indian soil, helping boost the country's defense capabilities while simultaneously fostering a robust aviation manufacturing ecosystem. India's aviation market is also witnessing the rise of regional players. ATR, the Italian-French manufacturer, has seen growing demand for its turboprop aircraft in India. Airlines like Indigo, Fly91, Air Kerala, Al Hind Airlines, and Flybig are increasingly turning to ATR for their regional operations. Recognizing this surge in demand, ATR is planning to set up a manufacturing assembly line in India. This new assembly line will not only cater to India's burgeoning aviation sector, but also supply the wider Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. This move is a direct response to the rapid growth of regional aviation in the country and the surrounding region, and ATR's focus on India's needs is a major part of their strategy. Alongside these global players, Indian aviation startups like Blue Jay in Hyderabad and Sarla Aviation in Bangalore are also emerging as key contributors to the country's aviation ecosystem. These startups are helping to drive innovation, and they represent the growing confidence and capabilities of Indian companies in the aviation sector. Their contributions, alongside major manufacturers like Airbus and Boeing, are helping to shape India's aviation future. For Boeing, the stakes have never been higher. The company is now in damage control mode, realizing just how crucial the Indian market is for its future. Boeing's CEO made his first foreign trip not to Europe or the Middle East, but to India. This visit is a clear sign of how critical the Indian market has become to Boeing's long-term strategy. In a bid to regain its foothold, Boeing is exploring potential partnerships with Indian IT giants like Infosys and HCL, as well as manufacturing leaders like Tata and Mahindra. Boeing is reportedly considering collaborations for its next-generation 797 program, hoping to leverage India's manufacturing expertise to regain lost ground in the market. Despite this, Boeing is already dependent on India in key areas. Tata, for instance, manufactures components and fuselage sections for the Boeing 777X and 787 Dreamliner, making India an important part of Boeing's supply chain. But instead of being a source of strength, this dependency underscores Boeing's vulnerability. While Airbus is making significant inroads into the Indian market, Boeing is left grappling with how to recover. India's growing importance in the global aviation landscape is clear, with massive orders from AirIndia, Indigo, and Akasa Air, a surge in regional aviation demand, and major manufacturers like Airbus investing heavily in the country. India is building an aviation ecosystem that's the envy of the world. The RTA program, though still developing, represents a key piece in India's ambition to not just be a market for aircraft, but to become a producer of aircraft. Airbus's production of the C295 and its expanding local manufacturing capabilities, as well as the growing importance of ATR in the region, are all part of India's rise as a global aviation powerhouse. For Boeing, this is a wake-up call. For India, it's the dawn of a new era. And for the world, it's a clear signal that the future of aviation is shifting, with India at the center of it all. And that's a wrap for today's video. As India continues to rise as a global aviation powerhouse, the competition in the skies has never been more intense. Boeing, Airbus, and even new players like ATR are all vying for a stake in one of the world's most promising aviation markets. India's journey from being a consumer of aircraft to becoming a producer is something we'll be watching closely. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe to Shanko Plane News for more updates and insights on the world of aviation. Like the video if you found it interesting, and share it with your friends who are passionate about aviation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.